next. Welcome back to Land of Memoria. This is part 3 of my walkthrough.
Sadja al-Kabir? Never heard of her.
Neither you nor anyone else. The poor girl has been utterly forgotten.
How does the story continue?
With the help of the Frakina, Sadja took the mask over the Rashtulian wall to Draconia. She joined the troops there and went to battle. But those are all unimportant details. Don't concern yourself with them. Only one thing matters. The riddle I shall now tell you. The inscription on the burial chamber.
If no one remembers her, how do you know that this woman really existed?
I investigated it myself. Malakar's burial chamber really existed. And over 450 years ago, a young woman was seen climbing out of that very tunnel with a fakina and setting out towards the Rashtulian wall. I swear to you, in the name of my father and all my forefathers, Sadja's tale is a true story.
Do I understand you correctly? The glowing inscription on the burial chamber, that's the riddle?
Quite correct. An archaic inscription written in ancient Talamedia. As an educated Talamede princess, Sadja was the only one who could read it. I created a transcription from my memory, and an old friend translated it for me. It reads, as the stone over the scarab, so rules the scarab over the stone. Enter if to you the answer is known. If not, then forever your life I'll own.
Eerie.
I believe Sadja knew the answer, else she would never have entered the chamber.
But why didn't she tell the others? Didn't she send them all to their doom that way?
I see you paid attention. I give you 3 days to solve the riddle. On the 4th day, I'll move on, whether you know the answer or not.
And if I solve it by then?
You shall have what you want from me. A spell of the mightiest transformation. A spell which transforms any living being into any form you desire.
Deal.
I like you, Gorian. I'm certain our business will turn out well for both of us.
Believe me, I hope so too.
So, it's been a long sort of hard journey, and our hero
Strange
here
fellow.
is
Nuri,
trying to
I'm
work
back.
out
I
what is
think I
actually
found someone
happening
who can help you.
and trying to get this bird Nuri,
Nuri?
who's lying on his table, back into human form with the help of this wizard.
What's wrong?
My wound opened. My wing is bleeding again.
Oh no, were you playing with animals again? You're a raven now. You can't do that anymore.
I wasn't playing. It just opened again.
It doesn't look too bad. You lie and rest. I'll make a salve.
I do have to apologise. It's been a while
I'll
since
take
I've
them back
last
during my next
kind of
break-in.
played this and put it up, so there've been a few problems. I'm trying to push my Twitch channel, so hopefully get my YouTube schedule back on track now with
For
this
Nuri's salve of
latest
healing, I need
video.
to mix ground up whirlweed with salve fat.
Also have
Salve
part
fat.
5 of
I can only pray that the Lady
Mickey's
Piranha
Magical
will allow
Quest
the
in
use
the
of simple
pipeline as
grease
well.
just this once.
Be up a
I
bit
tried
later on,
everything. I asked Hazinda clerics, stole magic books from the school,
going into Monday
made pacts
then.
with witches. Nothing and nobody can restore the power of the artifact. And anyway, Nuri's old body is lost forever. I hope this far he will keep his promise.
So some good stuff certainly coming up.
Ho ho, Nuri. I, King Chestnut, bid you good evening.
Good evening, King Chestnut.
Why so sad, my lovely?
I don't know. Right now, I just want to sleep.
Oh, that's a very wise idea. It's so wise that I hereby officially appoint you to be my Minister of Sleep.
Oh, thank you, dear King.
You have earned this title honestly.
There's a lot of things to be investigating in this room.
Do you like your new bird tree?
Yes. Gorian, why must I be a fairy again before we can leave here?
Because that's what you are. A fairy, not a raven.
I've got to find
Giacomo
something
says we
in
need
this
to hurry
room that'll
about
help
changing you
Nuri
back. He
recover.
says that a fairy soul is a tender thing. Who knows what'll happen if it stays in the wrong body for too long. And it's much easier for me to protect you here than it would be on the road. If only you would let me protect you.
Research the
Nothing
room
in
here.
there that could help Nuri.
This is a bit in our hero's room to look
It's
into.
filled with magic fairy water from Nuri's cave. By Travia, it's all greasy.
Some whirlwind weed.
First, I have to grind up the herbs somehow. If I pull on this, I'll tear the whole curtain. I can barely keep up with the repairs as it is. Useless undergrowth. I'll throw it out tomorrow. I can't think of any. No, I need to take care of Nuri.
It's everything I need's in this room, so I need to find the
skulls held back
parts
to Gwynling's time.
required
They're
within this
disgusting. Why don't you
screen.
take them down?
We need to keep up appearances. If anyone notices that I no longer catch birds and live with a talking raven instead, they'll burn us alive.
But you saved them all. You ought to let them know.
The bird catcher a hero? They'll all laugh at me. Anyway, I don't care what those idiots think of me.
But if they thought well of you...
Oh,
your
so
life would be
very,
good.
very true.
Nuri, my life has been good. It was good to travel with you. It's enough for me that you know what we did. I need a firm base for grinding up the herb.
Right, so I can grind the herbs, but I need to put them on a firm base. So let's try the dresser.
That won't do any good.
Bird bath. Alright, I'm in the bird bath. Then get the knife.
Ah, I can grind up the herb with the knife handle.
Right.
There.
Got whirlwind juice now.
The spell won't do any good here. I can't get it out of there with my bare
So I need
hands.
something to cradle up. Add pot.
By Travia, it's all greasy. The spell won't do any good here. It'll take half the night to scrape out the fat with that.
Okay. I need something to...
I can't get it out of there with my bare hands.
like a bowl.
I tried everything. The artifact. Nothing in there.
Gotta think. There are all of these things
That
in here.
cursed harp. If it hadn't been for that, you'd still be yourself.
I don't want to think about that. It was so horrible.
No, I need...
I must have something. Oh, it's a bird skull?
We need to keep up appearances. If anyone notices... Dead is dead. Dead is
Can't
dead.
take you to not use. Can I use that?
There's nothing to cut. I'll cut out a rag.
Alright, there we go. So I've now got a strip of fabric, so I should be able to soak up the juice for
I
that.
still need some fat.
Oh, fat, okay. There's lots of fat in this pot.
The rag's now
Rag's now
covered
covered
in
in
fat.
fat. So fatty rag.
Herina, please let this fat be enough for Nuri's
That will
wounds.
stick
It's all I
to
have.
the wound itself. Now got a complicated...
I don't need magic. That's all the salve I can get out of there.
salve that I can use on Nuri to help the bird
There.
heal up.
And next, we'll make you a fairy again.
Did you meet the man?
Yes, I don't know if I can trust him though. But if Giacomo is right, then soon everything will be like it used to be. You'll be as tall as a human again, and together we'll travel across Aventuria and have one adventure after another.
When do you think I'll be able to fly again?
Let's see how your wound is doing tomorrow. Maybe we can go and practice a little.
Fine. Sleep well, Gorian.
Sleep well, and don't worry. Soon everything will be as it was. As the stone over the scarab, so rules the scarab over the stone. Enter if to you the answer is known. If not, then forever your life I'll own.
As we mosey on into chapter 2, there's a lot of chapters to this game.
And
there is
again,
going to
this
be in
time
my
you can do
playthrough.
it.
I've actually completed fully the game itself, so it doesn't matter uploading the videos.
Don't be discouraged.
I'm quite a few weeks behind putting episode 3 up, so I'll have to bash through all this to
Think
quickly
about something nice.
start
Think
uploading
about...
this. First chapter 1 is complete. We are now in chapter 2.
Do you remember that dwarf in the Tash Mountains?
The one with the blue beard? He was funny.
And the knight Bogomil Rathling?
The two of them were always arguing.
And the grouchy fisherman? And Isida, the gypsy?
It's a little gypsy.
I'm sorry, I forgot about Isida. Do you remember? Think about the first time we met. You lived in a lonely cave for years, and together we found a way to finally free you. And all the things you've seen since then.
The first thing I saw were people who wanted to kill me.
Yes, but you've also seen nice things. Nuri, you must have one nice memory. Do you remember...
Trying to get the memories of the bird.
the night we spent together in the Brinask marshes? You wanted to enter
See,
a
the
bond of
problem
love with
being
me.
is the myth
Yes,
behind the issue
that
with
was
Nuri
nice,
is
but you lied to
as
me
it
before
gets
that.
longer and
I
longer since
wanted
the
to
spell
save
cast,
you.
it turned
If I told you the
Nuri from a
truth, you
fairy
wouldn't
into
have
a
come with me.
raven.
Anyway,
Nuri
I
seems
still
to
like think about it.
forget
It's
things
time
and
you
her
become a
memory
fairy again. Do you
disappears.
remember how happy and carefree
So
you
our
used to
hero
be?
tries
Of
to keep
course I remember.
Nuri
That
thinking the
makes me
happy
even
thoughts, to
sadder.
keep the
Come on,
memory
that's
alive.
enough for today.
Do I have to
Because
go back
without
in the
the
cage?
happy thoughts to
Unfortunately,
keep the
yes. With a
Nuri
pet
going,
raven on my
Nuri's
shoulder, the
transformation
Andergastrians
will
immediately take me
accelerate
for a
and she'll
warlock
become a
again.
raven
I'm glad
forever.
those days are over.
Oh well.
So that's kind of the
On the
mysticism
way
behind
back,
it.
let's stop by Fai's tent.
So he
has
keeps
such a
reminiscing
carefree
back
manner.
to the
I'm
previous
sure he'll raise
adventure.
your
I didn't play
spirits.
this previous adventure.
Garon?
This is the second.
Yes.
I want to be like I was in
episode of
former
this.
times too. But I don't know
But
how.
Garon does
So
his
much
best
has
to keep
happened.
Nuri interested.
We'll manage somehow.
Oh wow, magic birds. Is there right back in this camp area?
Who are those people?
These
There's some
statues
people
scare me.
who are barricaded off this area.
They look like the pillars from Fai's tale, only with faces. Hey there, what's going on?
Brider, I can't work like this.
Master Bodia,
This man is disturbing my investigation. Talk to him. Send him away. I have no time for this sort of thing.
I'm sorry, but the School of Arcane Combat of Andergast has closed off this area until further notice. You should go home.
What happened here?
A mob from the city wanted to chase a traveling merchant out of the country, and this is what became of them. Ta-da! Ancient Tulamid pillars with an Andergastrian core. No trace of the merchant.
He disappeared?
Yep, now shoo. Otherwise the same thing might happen to you too.
Wow.
Everything's
I'm
cursed.
unwanted.
Fai was our best chance to heal you.
But isn't he evil? Didn't he petrify those people?
Nuri, that was an Andergastrian lynch mob. Had I been able, I would have turned them into stone too. He must have left a trace around here somewhere. I'd better find it before the mages from the School of Arcane Combat do. Otherwise, we'll be right back where we started.
Yeah, find a way past us, get these guys, and get to the dig site.
Hey, anybody in there?
She can't hear a thing. And if you keep yelling like that, neither can I. So, please.
There's nothing to cut here. Nuri could pretend to be the petrified one in front of the mage, but her voice isn't deep enough.
That's interesting. Nuri can pretend to be one of the petrified guys, so.
Garon, I can't fly again yet.
I know, Nuri. Just rest. I can do it by myself.
Watch it, lad. I've got sharp eyes.
What happened here?
What to do?
From what direction did the attack come?
Are you asking me?
Oh, he's still here. Brider, I expect more martial severity. See to it that he goes away. I can't understand a word this way.
No, Bride's a pain in the
Idiot.
ass.
All right. But first, I have to find out what happened to Fahi.
Right.
Nori,
Let's do
can
this.
you do me a favour? Distract the mage. Hop behind the statue and talk to him. He'll think you're the petrified woman.
Shall I tell him about King Chestnut and the turnip ghosts?
No, just
Answer his
questions.
What questions and what shall I
Right.
say?
Listen.
Here's the questions. You ask how many attackers there were, 11 to 15. What did the mage look like? Crocus-coloured brooch. From what direction did they come from? Will be northeast. And from what direction did they depart? Will be northwest. If you follow those questions accordingly, you should be able to get the right answers and proceed to the next step. But that's the questions and the answers to getting past the guy here. Once you got these questions correct, you should dumbfound the guy enough that you'll need Brider's help to solve the problem, and you'll be able to sneak past.
Thanks, Nuri. You're a big help.
Yet another new story. They came from the northwest and then went where?
Well, that proper combination I just
Ida,
did there,
what
you
are
may be
you?
here
I can't
sometimes, so
remember
you
all
have
this
to
by
follow that
myself.
combination I put on screen exactly to continue. I've edited out this bit just to speed things along a little
That'll
bit.
keep them busy for a while.
So it distracts them to what I do is you now pinch around the back, and there's a barrier here which you'll be able to cut with the knife and get you in this area again.
I can't just rip it open. Nothing's happening. Most locks aren't terribly impressed with my pathetic spell.
Right, we'll go into the tent and we'll see what we've got in here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whatever's in there, it smells awful.
That was rubber smelly. Can move the pillows up and down. What was that, a ring? Move the rug back, got the ring. There's not a point to moving the rugs anymore. What else we got? Cushion. I think the ring was the only thing that was exotic
They smell funny,
cucumbers.
somehow. Oh, my
Wow.
head. My fex. What is this stuff?
Some weird ass cucumbers. Right. Oh. That's a key.
A key.
That's
Not a
enough,
key
Brider.
too.
We have a statement. Have you thoroughly searched the crime scene?
But that
Yeah,
key's
nothing
been
there.
the important
If there's
thing to
anything
find
else, it
because I
must
can
be
hear them
intent.
outside.
I'll just finish writing this up.
Uh-oh.
I to get out here.
I can't exit here. I'd stumble directly into the Major's arms.
Alright, I need to find an
I'm not
alternate
going to open that again.
exit. Or hide them. And there's a hammock up here.
By the time I get up there and the hammock stops swinging, they'll be onto me.
Alright, so I need to find a quicker exit.
If only there were a door here.
Oh, well, if there was
If
only a
only
door
there were-
here. I've got a knife, so. There we go. Exit time.
Come on, close, quickly. Made it.
And don't disturb the crime scene. I'll hear every
And I
sound.
use my magic
That
to
was
repair
close.
the damage as well, so that sorted that one out.
There's another one here. Apparently the Majors haven't even found him yet. Prius be with me. That's the mask from the burial chamber. What else has that merchant fellow been keeping from me? He's got the mask firmly clutched in his hand. I need to use rougher measures if I want to get it loose.
Oh, the mask is like tightly.
Doesn't look like I can push it by hand. It doesn't look like... Good riddance.
Oh, nice. Okay. Right. So I moved the wedge out the way. I should be able to...
He's got the mask firmly clutched in his hand. I need to use rougher measures if I want to get it
I got a
loose.
way to get the mask loose from the stone pillar.
There's a lock on it. It fits.
Oh, the key fits the lock. I can now open the chest.
I really impressed the kid with this. She surely won't mock me again.
Oh, chisel. Oh, nice. Okay.
She surely...
Chisel should help me do something. No, I don't want to go into the tent. That's retarded. The mages in there. Maybe with the chisel I can
I need to use
chisel at the stone pillar.
I still need a hammer.
So I need the hammer, apparently. So I need to get back to the bag. There was a hammer inside this bag. Now, the question was, how would I distract the guy?
Hey, I told you not to break anything.
And because the guy's
I have
apparently
no idea
frightened
what
that his
everyone sees
assistant
in
might
her.
break stuff, so
Take your paws off my hammer.
for that reason I used the bottle trick to break the bottle and then reform it again. And then break it again.
Hey, watch it, will you?
And while he's distracted, I grab the hammer. So I've now got the hammer and the chisel. I've got both what I need to get the mask. Well, at least I hope I have. Hammer and chisel should be enough. I need to combine them though. I think I do it. Well, I think I do.
I still
I
need
need
a
to combine
hammer.
them in inventory. Right, hammer and chisel. And then used on the mask.
Got it. And now I'm out of here.
So I've got everything I need and time to get out of here with my spoils.
Oh, who do we have here? Brider? There's a new suspect. What have you got there, boy?
This?
That can't be.
Master Bodiak? What is that?
Nothing. Take it from him and give it to me. That is quite obviously a very dangerous artifact. I must immediately take it to the school for study. Question the swineherd in the meantime.
Understood. So who are you? And why are you sneaking around here?
You can't just take the artifact.
Look at me when I'm talking to you. The School of Arcane Combat wants to know what terrible thing has happened around here. I, on the other hand, am surprised at how boring our investigations have been so far. So please don't make this too easy for me or I'll be even more disappointed. First question. What sort of artifact was that?
It's a powerful magical weapon. A harmless sculpture.
That was just a piece of sculpture. Worthless. But I'd still like to have it back.
Mm-hmm. And where did you get this sculpture?
I'll be honest. In this case, I don't see any reason not to.
It belongs to me.
Oh, really?
really?
Is that all? Can I go now?
I like that you're lying. That makes you more suspicious, and this case is finally getting a bit more interesting. And now for my last question. Who are you anyway?
I'm King Ephraim the
Ephraim the
First.
First.
Now it's getting silly. Fine, that's all. You may go.
Seriously?
I can see from 100 paces that you're harmless. Or do you have another question before you return to your uneventful life?
You're a novice at the wizard
Maybe I
school,
should have
right?
been honest.
Right, a combat mage in
To,
training.
to be honest,
Ever damned to
if you
serve
look
the
in
Undergastrian
one of the
nobility in their
accomplishments for
mindless
this game,
squabbling with
if you're
Nostrum.
honest
Why don't you
during
leave
the
if you don't like it?
interrogation, you actually
First, I
get
have
an
to make it through my
achievement. So,
training.
but it doesn't. You don't lose anything either way. You're just missing
Your
out on the
teacher
achievement.
seemed very
If
excited
you don't
about my
answer the
artifact.
questions
That's the way
correctly
he is.
when
He
Bride
collects
does
rare
his
artifacts,
interrogation.
travels around a lot for them.
I didn't know this,
Supposedly,
but I
he
found
once
this out
even
a
went
bit
to the
later on.
Rastulian Wall to Draconia. But I don't know any more
So
about that.
it's if you ever get to that point in the game,
What
it's always
happened to
nice
the
to be
Ptolemaids?
We
truthful.
don't know. He probably won't be too far. All his belongings are still... We suspect he's hiding in the forest.
Are you good at riddles?
What sort of riddles?
How about, as the stone over the scarab, so rules the scarab over the stone?
What's the context?
I can't tell you.
Then I can't solve it.
What happened here?
Didn't I already tell... Last night, 5 Antigastrians got together at the Fat Ham Inn to drive a Talamid, and they were found like this the next morning.
You didn't say that they met at the inn, or that there were 5 of them.
Well, now you know. Well, I think that's enough. Get lost so I can keep searching in peace.
I think I've seen enough. Come on, Nuri. I'll take you home.
So again, leaves the scene. And that's the end of this week's chapter. Come back on this Wednesday, for the continuing adventures of Memoria.